The second technology resource that I'd like to tell you about is Khan Academy. This is a resource that I selected because I've actually been using this in my classroom this year with my students, and it covers math and science, and it is a wonderful way to practice math skills. My purpose was for the students to gain skills and mastery of different math areas. It is intended for an audience of my colleagues, and the two standards covered are ISTE E1A and TPAC Standard 1. This is a very broad program that has many different uses. So I will first tell you that we found this year, because we take the MAP tests at our school, that this program will align with your MAP tests. So the scores that the students receive in the 4 different quadrants of math can be put into this program, and then it will automatically send students to work on specific areas that they are needing the most practice with. And then we'll keep track of that information and spit it out for you in reports. So this is mainly how we are using it in my school. However, before we started using the MAP testing, we did just use the regular old Khan Academy site without using the MAP scores. So I will tell you that's possible, and if your school uses that, then you can simply Google that and it will give you the information on how to do that. But I will just show you Khan Academy here, and you can just go ahead and Google Khan Academy, and then it will come up with quite a few different options here for you with Khan Academy. If you have never used it before, you can sign up. This is really easy to do by simply using your Google account or Facebook account, or just putting in your information. There's just a few steps. Once you have signed up and you log in, you'll be taken to your screen where it shows your class, which you will set up as many classes as you would like. It is really easy, if you do Google Classroom, to sync with Google Classroom and pull that information across, so you don't even have to type in your kids' names. But if you do need to do that, you can always add a new class, so you can have as many different classes as you would like. You can add a new class, you can type in the names of your students and create your own class. And then, of course, it'll show you your different classes here. It will also list out your students for you and give you some other options of resources and tutorials that you can check out. If you go back and click on your class, you'll see that you have a class code, which means if you have any students that you need to join your class, they can simply go to Khan Academy and log in using your class code, or you can also add students on your own if you choose to do it that way. You can assign content, so I could choose different 5th grade content to assign to my students. I haven't really used that aspect, but that is a possibility. Progress, of course, you can check out what your students have done and what their progress is. You can look by skill. You can also look by student. I usually go by student, and then it allows you to go down here. That's just as a class, and then you can come down and look at each of your individual students. Since we've been off for a little bit with conferences, I'm going to pull up all time, but you can go any range or times that you're looking for, and you can see information on how long they use the program and the skills they're struggling with and other skills that they've mastered. If you go back up here, You can also, before I get out of here, you can also click on a student's particular name and then get a lot of good information about specific skills that they have worked on. So I can see exactly what the student's been working on, how many questions they answered correctly. So you can kind of play around with this, but there's a lot of information available to you if you choose to use that. If you come up to activities, activity, and pull up whatever time frame you would like, you can see that it will pull up your class in a bar graph form. This is actually something they can use at home, so it'll show you, if they do, how many hours outside of school, and then of course how many hours they've used it during the school day. When you kind of run across those bars, it'll give you information about the skills that they've used and the total time that they spent on that skill. And of course, it gives you your roster of students and settings. You can go in, you can change class names, change subject area. You can, like I said before, sync with Google Classroom. Makes it really easy to get all your information for your class in. And then you can choose to have a weekly summary sent to you with by email so that you can kind of see how your kids are doing. So this is a wonderful program that has a lot of opportunities for math and science work and a lot of information that you can use to analyze the student's progress and help you determine what type of instruction that you need to work on. So I hope this is one that you can use.